Hi class, this is Dr. O'Connor. In this video, I'm going to show you how to navigate the course. I'll show you Blackboard Collaborate Ultra and also how to access your mastering assignments. So log in to Blackboard and of course enter the course. What you want to do is go to the home page and then this is what you will see. There are very few folders here. I'm going to explain each one. Let me go ahead and minimize this left portion here. We don't need it. Okay, so first thing you will see are my office hours, and they're listed here. If anything changes, I will change those. They might change due to monthly meetings, that kind of thing. The next item we see is a link to Mastering Chemistry Course Home. This is where you access your required assignments and your practice problems and tutorials. I'll go back to that in a moment. Here is the Start Here folder. And what you need to do is read this document first. You need to, there's one about me. You can read it or not read it. That's up to you. The syllabus video is here. Also, this video will also be posted here once I finish it. These are registration instructions for Modified Mastering with Blackboard. So you must register for mastering through Blackboard. So you would, the instructions are here, and then when you're ready, you click on that green link that I showed you before. This is Blackboard Collaborate Ultra. I'm going to show it to you right now. This would be if we were having online help sessions. And here it is. And what I do is I click on Join the Room, which of course you can't see. So I move this over. You click here, Join Room, and it'll take a moment. For the first time you use this, you might want to set up your microphone if you're going to use a microphone. If you don't have a microphone, that's fine. You can just use the chat feature. Yes, this does take longer now than it did before. I'm not sure why. Oh, here we are. So we're in the room, and what you'll need to do is go to this lower right hand corner and you can open up the panel. And let me see what we have here. We have the here it shows the number of participants. This is if you want to share content, which you won't be doing. And then we also have the chat room, so you can chat in here and all of that. But it's that simple. The first time that you enter a room in Blackboard Collaborate Ultra, you will want to set up your microphone if you're going to be using one. So let me go back over here and let's go back to the Start Here folder. The rest of the material in here, we have e-learning technical support, so you can access that. We also have Blackboard tutorials and technical requirements. So I'll let you read that at your leisure. I'm going to go back to our home page. And after the Start Here folder, you'll want to go to the Syllabus and Course Information folder. And again, there are my office hours. Here is the syllabus, so you would click on that link in order to read the syllabus, which I expect you to do. This is the video on the syllabus again. Here is the tentative course schedule. And you would be able to read that. This is the same as what is in the syllabus. And I think I'm going to have to... So this is, again, the same as what's in the syllabus. So you can look through that. And let's go back here. I also have the due dates for assignments, quizzes, and discussion boards. So again, this is exactly what is in the syllabus. So that's all here for you. Let's see. Let's go back. I don't know what happened here but they just changed the look of Blackboard. And if you notice, when you go through these, notice how these have a gray background. I don't know why, but ever since they did the change, everything is gray. So I'm going to have to call them about that. I did not mean for it to look that way. Let's go back here. And so you have the tentative course schedule, due dates. Here's the grading policy and grading scale. The grading scale is just a typical grading scale. So this breaks everything down here. So a typical grading scale. 93 to 100 is an A, 90 to 92 an A minus, and so on. I'll let you read that at your leisure. Let me see here now. What else do I have here? We have communication policies and netiquette. You can read that. University policy on academic misconduct. You can read that. Accessibility resources, and then privacy policies for third-party applications. So let me go back to the home page here. All right. So next is the course content folder. That is very important for you. This is where you're going to be most of the time. This is the folder with the cleanup quizzes. So when it's time to take a cleanup quiz, you'll click on this folder. It'll be in there. This is, the rest of these are your modules. And let's start with the introductory module, or module 0 as I call it. And here you'll find your module organizer. There's a link to the introduce yourself here discussion board. Let me move this over. So this is worth 10 points and it's due on August 31st. This is the introductory material quiz that's also due on August 30th. So what you need to do is click on the link. Actually, this one here is due on August 30th. I think they both are. I'll check the syllabus on that. And then you'll have an answer key to the intro quiz that'll post as soon as the deadline passes. So you want to make sure you come in here to do these assignments. Let's go to the next module, which is module 1. So all of the other modules will be very similar to module 1. Let me go back up here to module 1. So you'll want to click into your module. And in module 1, we have our, I'm just even afraid to touch this now. Okay. You have your module organizer. Notice here on the left side you have a table of contents, and you can click on those in order to access these materials. But I think you can see it better here. Here's the module 1 organizer. So this tells you what you should be able to do after going through the module. It tells you what to read, which videos to watch, key terms, I'll show you those in a minute. Reminds you to participate in the weekly discussion, the required homework, tutorials and practice, and then the first quiz. Let me go ahead and close that. So in each module we have key terms. So you click this link and this takes you to the key terms, and then you just click each one and there'll either be a definition or more explanation. So you should know all these terms, be familiar with them. Not all of the terms are included, so anything in your text you should know. Okay, I expect you to be reading the text, so anything from the text is fair game, as well as the videos. Let's go back here, and then underneath the key terms you'll see all the videos that are required for this particular module. Module 1, there are quite a few videos because there are a lot of problems, conversion factors and things like that you need to know. So most of these videos here are by ThinkWell. You would just click on the video and then click on the link here, and that would take you over to the ThinkWell. I think for the rest of the modules, the videos are mine. So when you see them in black like this, you would just click. This will take you to my website, and then you would just go ahead and click on the video. And you can do a full screen with all of these. Okay.
Hi, welcome to Pathways to Chemistry. This is Dr. O'Connor, and today we're going to talk about...
Okay. So you watch the videos. I also have additional videos that you can watch. They're mainly problem help videos, and those are in a folder. So here we have one-step conversion problems, multi-step. You might really need to watch these, okay? Because again, there are a lot of problems in the first module. Okay, so then after you watch your videos and work your problems, then you have your required assignment, and this is through Mastering. So here's the little green link. This is where you would register for Mastering if you haven't registered. But if you're trying to access your assignments, you would just go ahead and click onto the Mastering. And I'm going to put this into the student view. Wouldn't you know, it decides to be very slow since I'm doing the video. Here it comes. All right. So let me put this. You should have something that looks like this. And you'll go to Assignments. And then you will see a list of the assignment. And here the assignments are listed. So the first two are tutorials, and you should look at number 2, Introduction to Mastering Chemistry Tutorial. So what you do is you click on, and I'm going to do the student view here, and then you'll see all these topics here. So these are, you would go ahead and click on, for example, Introduction to Numeric Answers. And what it is, they have you practice entering answers and that kind of thing. I'll tell you right now, if you ask me how to draw something or how to enter something in Mastering, this is what I will refer you to. Okay, so you have to read these tutorials. Let's go back here to the assignments. So here, for each module, you'll have Module 1 here. We have a required assignment. Module 1, we have practice problems and tutorials. Those are for practice. You won't get credit for these. But before you start the assignments, I suggest you work some practice problems and tutorials. A lot of these problems correspond to your in-chapter problems and end-of-chapter problems. So you at least do those in-chapter problems before you start your assignments. Okay, so you can either do those in your book or do them using Mastering. It doesn't matter to me. But your required assignment is the one that you have to use Mastering for. It has to be submitted via Mastering. So here's what we have. So here we have all these problems. And again, some of these you can find in your book. So let's go to, let's say, problem 1.6. And in this problem, it says identify the elements represented in each of the following chemical formulas and tell the number of atoms of each element. So for example, here we have dinitrogen oxide. So we have nitrogen and oxygen in there. So I submit that, and it tells me if it's correct. Okay. And then here, tell the number of atoms of each element. So nitrogen is 2, and oxygen is 1. And they want the number of atoms of nitrogen, a comma, and oxygen. I submit that, and that's correct. If here, they want us to check all of the elements represented here. So we have sodium. Let's say, I don't know, I'll just put aluminum there, right? So I submit, and it's going to say incorrect. You have 2 attempts. So for an assignment, you have up to 3 attempts. That's it. Okay? So if you give up, then that's it. You won't get any points for the problem. Okay? So that's how that works. So you have 3 attempts for each problem, and that is it. So let's go back here to the assignments. So I have the assignments here for all of the modules, from module 1 up to module 11. So they're all here for you. And again, you could do the practice problems either using your textbook or use Mastering. It's kind of nice to get the feedback. Okay, so for the practice problems and tutorials, if you give up, it should show you the answer. For the assignments, it won't show the answer until after the due date. Okay? But if you have any questions on these, then you need to come and ask me. Okay, so we're back here. And then what you'll finally do is you will, after doing your assignments and all of that, in each module there will be a quiz. And so here I have a quiz 1, and it's due on September 6th at 11:59 p.m. What I would do is, it's not available right now, okay, but I can see it here on my side. You won't be able to see it on your side until after August 26th. But what you do is you click on this, and it gives us the details here. It tells us the test has a time limit of 35 minutes. You'll be notified when the time expires. You need to either continue or submit. Once you start the exam, or I should say quiz, they call it a test, it must be completed in one sitting. You cannot save and resume. Okay? You got to submit. So this particular quiz is due on September 6th at 11:59 p.m. You cannot start it once the due date has passed. So what you do is you would click begin to start, and then it's multiple choice. You go through it, make sure you save your answers, and then finally make sure you submit your answers. I do not accept any late quizzes or assignments for any reasons. So make sure that you save. Well, that's it. All of the modules look pretty much the same. And let's go back to the home page. And again, everything, I think I've explained everything here. These are university resources for students, so Blackboard technical help, policies of the university, things like that, online library portals, and that type of thing. So you can look at that at your leisure. But I would suggest that you get your book, and the course is open next Saturday. So we're going to start on Saturday. If you have any questions as you're going through the material, let me know. And I'm more than willing to help you get through this. An online course can be more difficult than a regular course because it's up to you to keep on track. I'm not going to be hounding you every day to keep on track. The first time that you're going to find out if you're on track or not is when you take that first exam. So you want to keep on top of everything. Oh, by the way, I do have the Mastering Chemistry link here. Again, this is where you would click to register for Mastering. If you have used a Mastering product in the past, then you should have a Mastering account. So you would need to either create an account or use your old account. And again, you can access your assignments here. You can also access your ebook here as well. So with that, I wish everyone luck in the course. And if you have any questions other than what I have here on the site, okay, I might just direct you back to something on the site. But if you have any questions, please contact me. And I really look forward to meeting all of you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.